Hello everybody, my name is Anthem. Welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich against Russia. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So East Turkestan and Mongolia have wisely decided to join up with the Moscow Accord, and we're looking pretty good. And that does mean that we do have our 3 members for the Economic Council. Which I think we do want to do. Political power gain, production efficiency cap. Presumably there's going to be some more modifiers in there as well. I don't know how good it is, like compared to, let's say, the IEDC or, which one, what are you called? I mean, Middle Europa. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's okay. Supply chain issues. You cannot remove one part of an economic system without affecting all the other parts. As an example, German textile dyeing plants in Moscow, operated by the BAF, use Central Asian cotton and synthetic dyes imported from their factories in their islands. Now it is severed from BASF's control, supply of dyes has collapsed, and production of dye clothes in Moscow becomes far less profitable. The problem becomes even more pronounced if the lacking resources are, say, German steel or rare earth minerals. Fixing these issues takes time and requires some retooling of the industry, but ultimately they merely slow us down. The people of Moscow simply have to survive with less colorful clothing. Well, we're going to take a -1 on our party popularity, because again, we're at 4, it's okay. We still need to get you done, too. We really need to actually get this over with. But I don't have rifles, which is just so fucking sad. The spiritual administration of Muslims in Turkestan. Muslims in Turkestan have always been viewed as more conservative and, in all honesty, Luddite and backwards compared to the more culturally diversified regions like Dagestan, Tatarstan, and Bashkiria. Many have identified this obscurism as one reason why Turkestan had been so stubbornly refused to integrate into modern Russia and to the more modern world at large. As part of this overhaul of Central Asian security services and bureaucracy, we have moved to launch religious reforms in cooperation with the Orenburg Muslim Spiritual Assembly. Its Tartar and Bashkir priests are loyal to the government and have drafted plans to reform the Turkestani religious institutions into a more modern form, closer to those of developed Muslim countries like the Ottoman Empire. So let's see, more compliance, more support for social conservatism, more resistance. But you know what? Let's undermine Islam as much as possible. Give me the political power because I do need it. It's still 10. We got to -1 and it's still at 10 here. So I think it has to be over 10. I think it's got to be. I don't even know what number it would have to be at, but no matter what buttons I press, this never goes down. Shipbuilding. I mean, we get some dockyards. I mean, that's always nice. Like, we are getting bonuses, even if we're not, like, we're still getting the bonuses, even if we're not, for whatever reason, making this number go down. I'm hoping it's not going to fuck us over when the war starts, which is very, very possible. Mongolia wishes to reestablish relations. Mongolia and Russia have not been on the best terms in recent times. Regardless, Mongolians have sent a diplomatic mission our way to renegotiate better relations. This could be an opportunity for us to retain our foothold in China, even if the new government likely won't be as subservient to our interest. I mean, yeah, why would I say no? Close allies, we get opinion bonuses, Mongolia's gonna get bonus. We get military access. Yeah, I see literally no reason to say no to this. I mean, it could theoretically drag us into a war in China, which I can understand that maybe wouldn't be perfect. We do have more military factories now, which is nice. I mean, we're still building the planes. The aircraft are still on their way. I think we just need more rifles. Honestly, for right now. Are we positive in anything? We have a positive in anti-air. So I guess let's cancel anti-air for now. Like, let's put them back in the list, but we're not going to have them on, they'll be at the very bottom. There we go. Let's put some more factories into infantry production, because we do need it. Beijing's collapsed. That's fine, that's fine. I mean, again, the Chinese gamble, it's interesting for sure. The Recruit Conference, of course, that Germany doesn't exist anymore. Training center. Why can we not approach? Oh, we can't do this because we haven't done American Ice March. We have not actually technically supported any side in the war, which is funny. I mean, we have to do corporatist representation. We need to get stability. We need to get the consumer goods minus 15%. I think would be also very, very nice. The death of Kirill. Pretender to the throne, Kirill Romanov's health deteriorated drastically this year due to his arteriocularis. Okay, don't care. Irrelevant. Get out of here, Kirill. You monarchist son of a gun. Attack on a synagogue in Vladivostok. The worst attack on the Russian Russian Jewish community has happened in Vladivostok today, as the local chapter of the Sovniks lit the Vladivostok synagogue on fire. At the same time, coordinated assaults on multiple Jewish-owned businesses. The attack was led by Konstantin Rostovsky, a regional Sovnik leader and SZRS fanatic, who had vowed to purify the Amur of Zionist terrorists as an example to the rest of Russia. A single night saw the oldest synagogue in Russia's Far East burn down, and a sizable in the part of Vladivostok's over 1,000 Jewish people harassed and intimidated. The governor of Amur, Spiridon Merkulov, promised to investigate any serious crimes, but it was clear that even if arrests were made, the Sovniks were not going to be seriously punished. It is likely that actions such as Rudovsky's will only increase attacks on Russian Jewish communities, be it in the form of violent attacks or witch hunts through communist hunting courts. Stability is going to go down a little bit there. You're not that good, are you? I don't think so. And what about our volunteers specific? Like, what are you really doing? Honestly, the answer is not much. Washington, okay, so there goes the federal government. The lines have become a little bit messier there. Like, maybe it's our time to, like, counterattack against you. I mean, our troops should theoretically be better than the CSAs because they're actual units. We have, like, no supplies up here, huh? Okay, let's send you down to Phoenix instead. I don't want your supplies to be severely hampered. Reinforcement 72, garrison 1390. Am I still having you on integration? I have you still on no I still have you on no garrison. I completely forgot I had said that. Why are you not integratable? I'm not too sure. We'll try our best here. Hey, we got the flamethrower tank. That's cool. Refueling factories sounds great. I feel like things are going okay. I mean, the Qing government's fucked. The VODs is unavailable. Boris Savinkov has never been a man interested in the administration and the finer points of statecraft. Now and then, this frustration, coupled with the volatile personality, has caused him to retreat into his own peace, more so in recent years. Again, he left out a word to anybody other than his close friends in the security services, and went to his dacha in the Ladogan coast with his mistress, Ludmila Fedosevia, and the Mirostovsky's couple. It is vaguely known that these retreats include drug-fueled spiritual contemplations and sex mixed with Dostoevsky and Silver Age symbolist poetry. In the meantime, the government is left in the hands of Alexander Dikov Drentil and other SZRS leaders. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Thank you for negative 20 political power, Savinkov, you piece of shit. Okay. Okay, thank you, Germany. Very, very cool. Hate the Germans. Our own capitalist. Thus far, the nationalization program has prioritized easy targets. Foreign-owned industry, failed businesses bailed out by the states, some owned by people in prison or executed. The remaining heavy industry is owned by domestic millionaires who have not been willing to do much business with us. Fatar's vast business empire, Lebiev Yaroslav's works, Count Yusupov's Caspian oil fields, Nobel's industries, Putilov's remaining businesses. There's still many privately owned businesses of national interest, as they are classified. Inside the party, Boris Vyacheslav has been warning against heavy-handed actions towards those who have earned their empire fairly. These economic moderates argue that it's not a threat to state planning that some parts of heavy industry remain in private hands, as these businessmen would also make political allies. However, the Minister of Industry and Trade, Alexander Vodovsky, is adamant. How can a national economy be planned if all of its parts do not obey the brain? He and other experts of VES wish to proceed to total nationalization, either by compensating the businessmen or not. Okay, nationalize them, but grant them permission, grant them compensation. Just take everything. Force them to sell at a fixed price. Well, cross increase all industry decision by 5. We get 10. So this is actually going to be a 2-point swing. Which is definitely going to get us into the Sovnik Solidarist. More stability. More construct speed. Better research speed. You leave them alone. I think we'll just leave them alone for now. Mostly because I don't really want to spend the political power on it, to be quite honest. And I don't want to swing 10 points in the other direction. So it doesn't really benefit us one way or the other. Again, let's take another close look at America. And you guys are doing okay. Don't know what's taking you so long, but it's not a big deal. A general, like, slow push into... the thing is, like, we don't have, like, the guns, really, to actually fight a major battle. Because I need them for my own purposes. Party economy is going to collapse. Hyderabad's probably going to end up winning. It would be really, really, really nice if India decided to join up with us. Like, I know it's not going to happen. But, like, could you imagine? Like, what if? In our wildest dreams. Put you up to 3. We need so much stuff, man. Let's reset all of you for now. I still have one of you set to trucks. Doesn't look like it. It's fine. We're so poor, man. We're actually so fucking poor. Army commissars. More bonuses, more development. Synthetic refineries. I mean, synthetic refineries could be good. More owned factories than 100. We're at 98. I'm not even going to question it. I think, let's go for the Economic Council. I think this is going to be important. And Fleneko has met with the VODs. The Minister of Justice, Maximilian Valenkio, is one of the old Sovniks. His and Boris Viktorovich journey has gone through the Kornilov Putsch to the Northern Ice March, ultimately founding the SRS. While the two were on a confidential terms, today's proposal was daring. Filenko proposed changes to the cabinet that would better align with the growing popularity of National Solidarist thinking within the SRS base. He argued that the Solidarist program is very close to true Nihilists, and that this can provide the SRS regime with a solid foundation to build a 100-year empire on top of. He's suggesting himself as the chairman minister, with members of the National Union Solidarist in a number of key positions. The nerve, stability goes up. Cost to record to military goes down. Let's see what he can do. I appreciate that. We're getting 2.3 per day. That's actually... Oh, we're actually getting, like, so much political power. I'm happy to see it, for sure. But it is a lot. You know what? I think I'm actually going to recall the American Volunteers. I know I kind of hate to do it, but I don't want to spend my weapons fighting in an American war. I'd much rather fight in Egypt, you know, when the time comes. Why are you... You're not in a faction. Why are you fighting the Ottomans by yourself? Aren't you normally part of Egypt? And you're still fighting Kurdistan. And very, very soon, like, the Egyptians should go to war with the Ottomans. Like, it is just an inevitability at this point. We're at minus 5,000. 61 days. And where can I put these troops? Like, where's our supply issues? Down in Ukraine. Well, let's spread your line out a little bit more. Gotta put you on the border with Finland. Because, again, we are going to go to war with Finland. Like, that is also... I mean, they're in the Reichspakt, so it's going to happen. I don't think we want to influence Poland. It's a tempting button to press for sure. Max state, local construction speed. I mean, I don't think it's that useful. I don't know. Okay, there's the war in the desert. I think I don't want the Ottomans to win. That's basically what this comes down to. So we could, you know, lend our support. Be able to send 5 divisions instead. But I think we'll just send the... Where are you guys? You're the ones I put on the border with the Fetian government. Okay, let's send troops to Egypt. You'll send 2 air volunteers as well. I mean, we could send theoretically troops to Cernasia, to Nejd as well. Send you 2. And I think it is something I do want. I think we kind of have to do it. It also allows to get the Georgians in our alliance a little bit earlier, which I would also not say no to. We'll send you over here, air volunteers as well. Syria has joined the Kaiserreich Pact. We're not gonna send them any volunteers because they're probably gonna get killed like immediately. So they might die before our troops even get there. Oh yeah, you're all on Purple Army. Let's put you onto like Heal Army for now. And then we can send 2 of you to Egypt. We can send... What are you? We can send these 2 to... here. And Arabia doesn't have an airport, so we can't really send troops that way. At least not yet. We have gotten the better rifles. I'm honestly not going to upgrade them yet because we need our guns, man. Let's actually get some basic fortifications. Maybe we want to get like something along that line. And what about aircraft? I think it's time to start. It's a year though. It's a whole year ahead of time. It's a while. It's a while. Excavation 3. One of our decisions does get packaged in with that. Can't take any of these, man. Can't take any. We can't do anything. I have no guns, man. I ain't got anything. Okay, 20. Again, it's still at 10. we watched it tick down. It didn't do anything. Memoirs of a Terrorist, Part 3. Black sheep of the socialist revolutionaries, hero of the North, a terrorist. Boris Savinkov has become a legend. Again, a member of the reunified Social Revolutionary Party, he gathered the right SRs around him. You had found the second SZRS in 1924, making the former Center SRs under Chernov the new right SRs. Savinkov never accepted the Treaty of Brest-Litov and gathered disgruntled veterans, radical intelligentsia, and discontented peasantry around his banner. Speaking of a people's Russia and the great destiny awaiting Russia. The message was simple. First, Russia had been stabbed in the back by the Great War. After so much blood, toil, and tears from the Russian peasants, merely fighting for their basic freedoms, even that victory was mutilated by politicians, who were readily selling our country to the Germans, socialists, liberals, and Jews. Only Knights of Terror, men who acted, could save the Republic, just as they had saved Russia as a whole. And from those ideas, the ideology of national northerism was formulated, largely by Savinkov himself. The message found fertile ground in Russia. Beaten by economic hardships and political instability, the SZRS's electoral success would be meager until 1928, when much of the disappointment over the disastrous Fetian War would be channeled towards the SZRS, who accused the weak liberal government of acting on economic interest, humiliating the Russian nation once again. With increasingly popular support, the SZRS's sovereign combat squads would greatly increase their activity, in particular focusing their efforts on the socialists who had escaped justice and German collaborators. The violence would escalate, even though it would officially not be sanctioned by the SZRS party. Its conclusion was that the Tambov Rebellion, as peasants in the region would rise up against the landowners, directed by SZRS agitators. And as it would be crushed, another batch of martyr blood was spilled for the Third Russia. Finally, the 1934 election saw the SZRS win a majority of the Duma, propelling Savinkov into the presidency. If He had the will to power. We're at 152. Railway nationalization, for now, seems okay. Rifle, is that... Okay, so rifles will be done, like, by March. By March, we should have the guns we actually need, okay? Childish fantasy. We got our council. Let's get the 5th columnist underway. Once at war, Germany, these decisions will no longer be available. Okay, good to know. The departure of Brothers in Arms. On January 3rd, 1939, at 1:08 a.m., chairman of the National Committee of Poland, Roman Dmowski, has passed away at 75 years old in Moscow. The father of national democracy, Roman Dmowski, was given a state funeral attended by the Vols himself. In a eulogy given by the party secretary, Karol Wędzagolski, he reminisced about how both he and Savinkov experienced their political awakening in Warsaw, and how they had always respected the principles of national democracy, national democrats greatly. Wędzagolski finished off with a promise that they will finish what Dmowski had started and liberate Poland, their brotherly nation, from the fangs of Teutonic Eagle. Neither Russia nor Poland are lost yet, and the eulogy turned propaganda event. Dmowski was buried in the Novodevsky cemetery, his coffin draped with the Polish flag. His body was hardly cold before the National Committee erupted into a civil war regarding Dmowski's successor. A fight where Adam Dmowski emerged as victorious. The father died, but will his children manage without him? And I will say with that, it's been a good time for us to end this episode. Syria actually took Beirut. Good for them. It's been a good time for us to end this episode. So if you enjoyed it, thumbs up. Not enjoying it, always thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.